Jesus Christ, it's been that long already? Well, guess what? We're about to bring it back from the dead, so play my intro, thank you very much. Alright, what is going on, you guys? This is your boy the Dash Smasher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And we are reviving an old series that I used to do on my channel, otherwise known as the Who is Better series, where I basically take 2 or 3 characters and basically compare them in terms of killer, their stats and skills, and their kit, and basically give out the pros and cons for each and every one of the characters and determine who is the better unit out of the characters that I've handpicked. And this time, we are back with a comparison between Mugetsu form Ichigo and the newly released Spirit Society Lisa. Now, why are we comparing these two units? Well, for starters, they're both hard characters. And secondly, they both have holo killers. And thirdly, it took KLab almost a year and a half to give us another heart holo killer. Henceforth, where we have the newly released Lisa. Damn. Look, I mean no disrespect to Mugetsu and whatnot. I love this character and whatnot, but I do think that he came out at the wrong time, where they just implemented the Havoc and Berserker meta a couple months later after the 4th anniversary, making this character pretty much fall off a bit. But he was the best heart holo killer for the longest time, and now it could possibly be dethroned by Lisa. Let us find out by comparing the two units. Before we go ahead and begin, shoutouts to my boy Snipey for allowing me to make the comparison. Without his help of pretty much lending me the account, this comparison would not have been possible. Anyways, now that I have stated pretty much everything, let us go ahead and begin the comparison by taking a look at the actual stats and skills for Mugetsu. So Mugetsu is a Soul Reaper unit with the holo and no affiliation killer. So the value for this character is still there because you can use him in 2 weeks of guild quests, and for when it comes to inheritance trials where a killer actually does matter, let's say it does change up from holo killer and sometimes no affiliation killer, getting this unit max transcended to 20-20-20 will pretty much provide you a nice boost and will pretty much make you not want to work on another holo or a no affiliation killer for the longest time for heart, even though this character's kit is somewhat outdated. I would not say completely outdated, still good, but it's just not as good as, per se, the units that have the Havoc and 20% Berserker and whatnot. So yeah, that's just my only complaint about this. Anyways, he is 4 out of 5 with level 5 SP and level 1 focus, attack, and stamina. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just need the SP to be transcended and whatnot. And he does have a base attack of 642, base focus of 351, and a base SP of 802 with strong attack reaches time of -12%. The skills, he has a weakening on all of his attacks, and he has a 20% bruiser, devastation at 40%, freeze immunity, stamina recovery at 20%, frenzy, debilitator plus 5 seconds, and sprinter plus 2. Now this character having sprinter plus 2 makes it very good, so that way once you get him 15-15-15, giving him long stride will pretty much give him such a huge benefit because of the fact that he doesn't have Havoc. Like, you can just flash stuff all the way across the map, get the mobs killed and whatnot with that kit of Mugetsu's, which is stupidly nice, I'm not gonna lie. And now, let us go ahead and talk about Lisa real quick. Lisa, oh, finally, it's been so long since we've last gotten ourselves a holo killer. But anyways, this unit is a Soul Reaper / holo affiliated unit with just a holo killer. So unfortunately, Lisa will not have as many uses for when it comes to inheritance trials and guild quests compared to Mugetsu, but she does have her own things going for her, making her quite unique. Anyways, base attack of 645, base focus of 356, and a base SP of 811. Obviously, way better stats compared to Mugetsu, where he basically came out during 2019, and Lisa, where she came out in 2021. So you guys get the whole point entirely. And in terms of attacks, she has freeze on her special, the NAD and the first, while also having weakening on the second and the third. I don't know how to feel about this because for ranged Hollow Weak, weakening has been nerfed to the point that once you inflict it, it only lasts for like a couple of seconds and then that's pretty much it. You're just not going to be able to weaken the enemy completely for when it comes to hard mode, but for normal mode, it's fine. It is what it is. She does have an innate skill of freeze immunity, which is nice. It's not going to be taking up any of the 6-star skills, and going into the 6-star skills, she has a 20% bruiser, 20% berserker, devastation at 40%, the increased mind link slot potion skill. She is the second hard character to get this type of link slot potion skill, so even though she's not going to be as hugely valuable compared to Mugetsu for the other content in which I have specified, for Inheritance Zone, she's going to be quite the queen. Havoc at 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, and she also comes with a new skill which basically allows herself and all other Soul Reapers that are on the team to do 20% more damage to any type of enemy that has been affected by any type of status ailment, which can be weakening, burn, poison, paralysis, you name it. This character will pretty much be able to do 20% more damage upon inflicting any type of status ailment and to whatever Soul Reaper is getting the boost from it. And of course she has Sprinter plus 1. Overall, the skills of what she has, it is definitely a big buff compared to Mugetsu, where she already has Havoc and Berserker implemented into her skills. So her strong attacks are going to be quite crazy compared to Mugetsu, but let's not jump the gun completely, because guess what? We are now going to be taking them into Inheritance Zone. Now, how the characters will be set up is that they will both have a badge, a pill, and the bait, all with 30% SP, and the links will be hybrid strong attack recharge, strong attack damage links. That's all you guys need to know, and with that further said and done, let us move on to the gameplays. And that was the gameplays for both Lisa and Mugetsu. Now let us start by talking about their kits. Mugetsu has a 475 radius lunge on first. Now unfortunately, unlike most lunges where it hits everything, it does have a hitbox issue when hitting from the back of it. Second strong attack is an 800 radius AoE in front of him. Nothing wrong with that. Third strong attack is a full screen 1000 radius strong attack. Quite good, but does suffer from a delayed activation time, weakening on everything. Lisa, on the other hand, has a 3000 length beam move on the SA1. SA2 has a crawling vortex, which is quite bad. SA3 is 1200 radius full screen. Funny enough, has the same problem as Mugetsu, delayed activation time. Freeze on NAD, SA1, and Special, while having weakening on the SA2 and SA3. With that said and done, let's go over the pros and cons for both of the characters. Now starting it off with Mugetsu's pros, in the premium pool. Unlike Lisa, where you have to summon for her, Mugetsu does have a good chance of being pulled from BBS tickets, 4 to 5 star tickets, and 5 star tickets, making him a bit more accessible for everyone to pull for. Sprinter plus 2. Now, it may not be much of a pro, but if you happen to work on Mugetsu's link slot levels, and at the very least get him to 15-15-15, giving long stride to this character gives him a big buff in clearing content faster and being able to dodge enemy mobs with ease. Dual killers. Mugetsu having Hollow Killer and the No Affiliation Killer means that he can be used just fine in 2 weeks of guild quests for both normal and hard mode. And not to mention, for when it comes to talking about Inheritance Trials, which is a content in which you do want the killer effect to be active at all times, working on Mugetsu is basically like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Better second strong attack. Let's be real here, having an 800 radius AoE in front of him completely beats the crawling vortex that Lisa has. No competition. A good amount of pros, but unfortunately this character has plenty of cons. No Havoc. No Havoc means not having a larger radius in his strong attacks. Flawed SA1. Don't get me wrong, the SA1 will still be able to kill the enemy mobs from the front and the side, but barely gets any enemies from the back due to its hitbox detection issue that it has. No Berserker. He won't be hitting as hard as Lisa. No Link Slot Potion skill. Hit or miss con, but even though Mugetsu has the big advantage of being used in multiple guild quest weeks, the same cannot be said for IZ, where you can just use Lisa to stack up the Mind Link Slot Potions. And now let us move on to the Spirit Society Lisa. So starting it off with Lisa's pros, better SA1 and SA3. The 3000 length beam move and the 1200 radius SA3 is one hell of a difference compared to what Mugetsu has, and as you guys saw, her SA1 was the reason as to why she was able to clear faster compared to Mugetsu. Also, Havoc being available as a skill for Lisa is what gives her a major play in killing mobs a lot quicker. Link Slot Potion skill. Don't have Desert Society Rukia? This is the character for you, my friend. Help stack up the Mind Link Slot Potions to use on your favorite Mind characters. Hits harder than Mugetsu. This is simply due to the fact that she has Berserker at 20%. It may not be 40% or 60%, but even just the 20% is what matters the most. Great pros for Lisa, but she still does come with her own flaws. So here are her cons. Not in the premium pool. Sure, she's not as limited as per se a 1000-year blower or a can't fear your own world character. She can return in any given limited and premium banner just fine, but you cannot pull her from BBS tickets, 4 to 5 star tickets, 5 star tickets, or 6 star tickets. The only possible tickets she can be pulled for are the character passport tickets and the 5 star ticket that you can buy upon getting 20 summon medals for the amount of 5 star dupes you've gotten from just summoning on banners. And even then, the chance of getting her from there is just stupidly low. You may as well summon for her with your orbs when she comes back. Worse SA2. Do I need to add any additional detail? Crawling Vortex, sure, it can kill some mobs, but the damage is heavily reduced, and you have a good chance of missing the enemies that spawn after that, making it a bad strong attack. Doesn't have the same value as Mugetsu for GQ and IT. She can only be used in ranged holo week of guild quests and nothing else, and she'll only be at her best in IT when the enemies are holos. So to basically sum up the comparison and give it a proper conclusion, Spirit Society Lisa is clearly the better character. Now as a holo killer, does she hold up well against the likes of Machine Society Nemu, Yoruichi, and Thousand Year Blower Ishin that are outside the heart category? Unfortunately, not for heart. But it's definitely a step in the right direction to getting better characters, since heart is lacking in the department of having units with Soul Reaper, Arankar, or Holo Killer, and up-to-date God Kit, since most of them that have come out by now are mainly given to Espada and Captain Killers, such as Thousand Year Blower Chojiro and Swimsuit Apache. Lisa is a very good high-valued character that people should at least manage to have in their character box, if they're still missing a good holo killer and a valuable Blink Slot Potion character. Perfectly fits the needs that you would want from her. Mugetsu, unfortunately, as I have stated at the beginning of the video, he has fallen off quite a bit, but is still a great character. Don't get me wrong, he still provides a lot of value should you guys happen to have him. Even more so should you have him 5 out of 5 at 20/20/20. In my personal preference, I will still play as Mugetsu over Spirit Society Lisa, even if I should somehow happen to pull her in the future. If Mugetsu did come out at the time after Spirit Society Byakuya's release with Havoc at 20% and Berserker at 20%, then he would still dominate to this day as the best heart holo killer. And that basically concludes the comparison between Mugetsu form Ichigo and the Spirit Society Lisa. Now, did you guys actually enjoy this video? If you guys did, be sure to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos. And also, in the description, there's also a link to join the Discord server and to follow me on Twitter. So if you guys want to do that, feel free to do so. Anyways, thanks again Snipey for allowing me to make the comparison between the two, and I'm glad that thanks to this video, we finally found out who was the better holo killer, so hey, shoutouts to you, my man. Anyways, this has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I do plan to continue this type of comparison videos. It is enjoyable to make, it's just that it's very time consuming, and sometimes there just isn't a lot of units to compare anymore, unless I were pretty much given the chance to pretty much make a remake for all my older comparison videos, since most of them did not really age well. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. This has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, boys.